until proven guilty in a court of law. Our first story takes us to Mississippi, where 4 inmates have been accused of breaking out of jail, robbing a Dollar General store, and then breaking back into jail? The suspects have been identified as Levontaye Ellington, Travis Baker, Maurice Robertson, and Jacquiez Williams. Lexington Police Chief Robert Kirklin stated, and I quote, "They stole cigarettes, cigarette lighters, phones, and just items they felt they could sell in jail." He continued, "You're already in jail, but you want to break out and break back in? That's just something. I heard it all." Does this count as like breaking and exiting, and then breaking and entering, and then breaking and entering? I think that's how that might go. I'm not 100% sure. Our next story takes us to Alliance, Ohio, where police officers were begging an accused drug dealer's clients to stop texting his phone that was in evidence. Steve Notman was arrested for allegedly selling crystal meth out of his home. And police got annoyed because his phone that was in evidence kept ringing non-stop. So the police took to their Facebook page and made a hilarious post. "Please stop calling Steve Notman's cell phone. He was arrested tonight by SIU detectives, again, for allegedly, on video, selling crystal meth here in Alliance. We have his phone and are trying to read all of your texts requesting drugs and going through all of his contacts with his permission, but you keep calling and texting and it's really annoying. First of all, he's out of drugs for tonight. Secondly, you don't need to call. We will come to you soon enough. Oh, and his ringtone is terrible. Thank you so much for your patience." Our next story takes us to Chongqing, China, where a little boy was trapped in an elevator. Why did this make it to this show, you ask? Well, let me tell you. This little boy was caught on camera urinating all over the control panel of the elevator, which then caused it to stop working, and then finally the lights shut out on him. The boy denied doing anything to break the elevator, but had to come clean after he saw himself on film. When asked for comments, his parents stated, "We always knew he was a whiz kid." Our next story takes us to Sebastian, Florida, where a man asked a store clerk what would happen if he stole beer. The store clerk told him that he would call the police and the man would go to jail. So the man stole the beer, the clerk called police, and then the man went to jail. A store clerk told Sebastian police that a man had come into their store at around 2:30 in the morning asking to buy beer. The clerk told the man, who's now identified as Christopher Maxwell, that they couldn't buy beer because they stopped selling beer at 1 a.m. due to state laws. Maxwell allegedly asked the store clerk what would happen if he stole beer, and the store clerk told him, "Well, I'll call 911 and you'll be arrested." In response, Maxwell allegedly grabbed 2 cases of Bud Light and walked out of the store. The store clerk promptly called 911, and the Sebastian police quickly caught up with him. Sounds like Maxwell should have put a little more run in his beer run. And now it's time for the Walmart report. Good afternoon. This is Alexandria Stone reporting to you live outside of a Texas Walmart. Behind me stands Manuel Garcia. This is his second day standing outside of Walmart in hopes that the giant letter P in the pharmacy part of the Walmart sign will fall down and hit him in the head so he can sue Walmart. Most people wouldn't want to get hit in the head with a giant letter. However, Manuel Garcia is now peed off that he hasn't been peed on. and give it a thumbs up. We do shows every Wednesday. This is Sky Uehara saying sayonara.